Hey, Doug at Boca Auto Fix here. One of the most common repairs we see come through the shop are batteries. We're located in South Florida, and batteries typically last 2 to 3 years simply because of the heat and humidity that we have to deal with in this region. I wanted to go over briefly what are some of the tools and methods that we do to check your battery, test your battery, and replace your battery. So on this cart to your right, we have some tools that we use almost on a daily basis. We have a conductive tester here that's going to give us cold cranking amp results. That gets done on every inspection that we do for the vehicles that come through here. We also have a carbon pile load tester. This is for us to double check battery test results against the original tester I showed you there. We also have a digital multimeter to help us understand if we have any other issues with alternator or starting system problems. Battery chargers. So we have one right here on Dennis's 2013 Honda Pilot. This one, we don't know if the battery's actually bad or not because the alternator has failed. So we want to charge Dennis's battery and retest it before we move forward with the alternator repair. We also have a smaller 10 amp battery tester over here on the cart. We have tools to remove batteries from vehicles safely. We have chemicals to clean and protect battery terminals if they come in with corrosion on them from the acid that's leaking from the battery. We also have wire brushes to as well clean terminals and make sure that when we do a battery service that the terminals are nice and clean and tight when we replace the battery. Over here on the cart on the left, another important tool is a scan tool. A lot of these newer vehicles have battery maintenance systems that need to be reset. So sometimes you can replace a battery and not have to need a scan tool. Other vehicles, we need to reset that battery maintenance system and we need a scan tool to do that. And finally, over here on this left cart, there are several types of batteries. We have the standard flooded battery, and here's an example. We have 2 AGM batteries. This smaller AGM battery is an auxiliary battery we see with start-stop systems. A lot of Chrysler products have these smaller batteries for the start-stop system, and then that has to be paired with an AGM. Some vehicles call for AGM, some call for standard flooded. We take the time to ensure that we are replacing batteries with the right group size battery and also the type of battery. We want to make sure if it's called for standard flooded, we install a standard flooded. If it's an AGM, it's an AGM. And also with these auxiliary type batteries, we want to make sure that the primary starting and the auxiliary battery are replaced in pairs, because when one fails, it typically causes the other one to go through stress and fails. So this is how we briefly go over our battery systems on our vehicles here at Boca Auto Fix. If you have any questions or comments about the services we provide, there's a link in the description below. Thank you very much for your time.